Guys, I've finally found a use for my Mini D. Look up here. This here is the Sonoff Mini D Matter over Wi-Fi dry contact relay. And I did an initial impressions video and I quite liked it. I think it's the Matter relay that the market has been waiting for. The trouble is, when I received it, I didn't really know what I was going to use it for until now. Because the other day, I came up with a reason to use one in my car. A little while ago, I wired up a rather bodgy cigarette lighter port in my car, which is permanently live, to run one of these cool boxes in the boot. Trouble is, I've just had to buy my third one because, unsurprisingly, running them permanently kills the fans eventually. So I'm going to make this a little bit smarter. Back in the day in an older car, what you would have done is wired this up to a switch live somewhere in the car that only comes on when the car is on. But I actually want this to be smarter than that. So I'm going to use this. Thanks to its DC voltage support, I can run it off the 12 volts in the car, and I have a Wi-Fi access point outside, so it has a good signal on the drive, so it will be connected to Home Assistant, and I'll be able to precondition this with the car whenever I go out. And in fact, precondition it even earlier than that, because I have a helper in Home Assistant which defines a leaving time by which the car will be preconditioned from. So I can go back a couple of hours from that and tell this to turn on even earlier, making sure that it's cold by the time we leave the house. And whenever I get in the car, we'll make sure it's on as a fail-safe before I leave the house, and then it won't be turned off again until I get home. And then when the climate control in the car has been off for at least an hour, which I can tell from the Tesla integration in Home Assistant, I can have this thing turn off. But it will only do so when the car is at home and it's connected to the Wi-Fi, which is actually what I want. When I'm out and about, I want this thing to stay on and keep cooling my drinks for as long as I'm out, and then when I get home, to save its lifespan, after an hour it will turn off. And now here we have the final result. A little junction box permanently hooked up to power with the relay inside, toggling the power to the cigarette lighter port here, which will then power the cool box on and off. Siri, turn off the cool box. And there we have it, one smart 12 volt in-car electric cool box, courtesy of the Sonoff Mini D. Like so. As always, remember, home is where the smart is.